If you look at the timeline, it tells you everything you need to know. The world is now on fire. It's very clear that our allies don't respect this president. They don't fear this president. And these dictatorships and these terrorist organizations feel like they have free reign because they have zero accountability, because they know the Biden administration will do very little. Comes into office, he approves Nord Stream 2, which allows the Russians to pump in gas to Europe. You then have the disastrous withdrawal of Afghanistan, where he gave up the Bagram Air Base, 13 American service members dead. He also, let's not forget, delisted the Houthis as a terrorist organization. He paused LNG exports, which of course benefit no one but Russia and Iran. And then you had October 7th. Since October 7th, there's been 100 attacks on U.S. service members just in the Middle East. And let's not forget this, you still have 5 Americans that are still out hostage in Gaza. Mr. Chairman, do you think if this president wasn't so bad on foreign policy and maybe adopted some of the foreign policy of the former administration, we wouldn't be having these problems, these disasters on the international stage?
Your analysis is absolutely spot on. The world's on fire now. And you have to ask yourself the question, why? Why is all this happening right now? Every day I worry about World War III. If you can't finish Rafah, you can't finish Hamas. That's the bottom line. So when the president says, if you go into Rafah, I will not supply any weapons to you, I got to take him at face value. And what that means is that Israel cannot complete its mission. And if they can't complete the mission, that means Hamas is still going to be out there with 4 battalions, and you're never going to get to where we want to be on the diplomatic side with the Saudis, with UAE, with the Arab world and nations, for the first time recognizing the existence of the right of Israel to, exist. But we can't get there until we let Israel do its job. To tie one hand behind their back and say we're going to stop weapons shipments that Congress approved, I don't think that's the right strategy. And I think it sends the wrong message to not only our allies, but our adversaries, that we are weak.